this Gen.G composition gets rolling, it is very scary, especially with the fact that you tag anyone, then Jin locks them down, and then you can find these picks one after the other. The follow-up that they...
His owner is
the level
3 Jarvan.
That's a bit scary. Hebapol does bring Carrier in there as we started off the fight. Gen.G get the information, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough as the flash out from Duro. The flash forward, the sidestep is not good enough, and that is first blood. The Jarvan
and actually start to steal some of these camps away. This is a great way to play the Kiana. It's just hard farm. Don't interact with lanes.
Oh, God.
Not again.
Bottom lane getting absolutely punished. The teleport in from Faker towards his bottom side as Gumayusi does have to flash as Deadly Flourish will be avoided. The force shot not going to be enough, and he just reloads at him and dies.
And that's enough.
You're absolutely right, as the Roar of the Slayer does come on down. Canyon moving in as the flash comes out. The flash to follow, but Canyon misses the stun. And Doran's able to get out. Man, his early navigation of ganks has been so good this series.
Yeah, Canyon with a bit of a whiff. The first grub and is now actually looking to try to take Ruler out of the picture here. Has Cataclysm.
Yep, Carrier is going to ult early, picks up the aggro, and the barrier not quite going to be enough there as there are feats of warfare picked up as Faker in a little bit of trouble here trying to rotate up to help out as Molten Shield from Chovy comes in. Oh, the final auto is not enough to lock down. Yep. And Ruler tried to go for the invisible Deadly Flourish. Doesn't quite work out there. As Doran, this time with no flash, and he is just dead. That was a supreme...
A little bit further accelerated in this game.
As there's the Cataclysm onto Chovy. Remember, he used that flash earlier on. He's trying to get Tibbers to get some value here, but it's just not going to work out. That's a very strong Jarvan to take down the Annie Canyon a little bit slow. Yeah. Picking this one up, they'll take themselves to the Jarvan is a risk, because he can just press R on you.
Again!
As, yeah, another bear comes down and another knock-up comes on through here from Owner as Chovy. Just free food for Faker.
Stronger and stronger as this game goes on. And, like,
I've seen this one before, as Chovy didn't have flash, but is able to walk his way out of it this time around. They're now looking for Duro, who does have a blast cone to help him out.
I don't know if that really will, Faker will really miss that realm war before this upcoming fight, because they have full prio, but a bit of a whiff.
Another bear comes down here as the Rune Prison comes on in. Owner moving back though, so Canyon is going to back away. Some Spell Flux connects, but otherwise not too much more. The Flash 4, and it's going to be the bear coming down. Faker will be punished as Carrier comes on through. Owner just gets out of there though, protecting that shutdown gold. And Carrier is going to have to flash, but I just don't know whether that's going to be enough as he's running, and that is going to be able to get him to safety.
Canyon, of course, starts this dragon up. Owner does have flash and could look for a steal potential here. Duro's holding the gate though, not allowing him to get in. Guma comes over, really greedy here.
Yeah, that is going to be the dragon coming on through. No Zenith Blade to land here from Duro, who is a bit far up, but it isn't going to be too much of an issue.
On the top side, and T1 are set up for this Herald now.
And this is going to be a difficult one for Gen.G to contest. Deadly Flourish onto Carrier, but he's not too worried about that. Has the Unbreakable Will, is now Canyon looking for an angle. He's getting in amongst it. The curtains have been called as he flashes out of the way of the Cataclysm. Duro going down very low. Gumayusi doing so much work. T1's health bars are getting lower. Keen right in amongst it, but Chovy not quite doing enough. Ruler just getting soloed out by Doran, and he will be able to finish that one off. Chovy in the back of the pit is just dead to the bullets of Guma, and T1 are just running the rift. Outside of Keen being quite frustrating, but he'll be zombified and taken out himself. A monstrous win here for T1.
Yeah, very happy mobility, great CC. Now as Sundered Sky's had it for a long time, and Owner is super fed in this game, and they're going to get this mid turret. T1's third turret. If you get the turret, it could have been a little bit more high value. As Kiana, 1v1.
Yep, I'm not against Doran. That is not going to work as he does on this Aatrox right now. Level 12. And 2-1 and 0. He's got a little bit of a gold advantage against the Scion now as well, as Duro is dead. Faker Realm warps in, but it is just going to be the kill going over.
As well as their soul laners this game. And Gen.G are just so far behind the 8-ball. Like, Duro keeps getting caught, just trying to get any semblance of vision as Faker may be caught.
Well, the flash is going to come on through. Double teleports invested as Owner is going to find Canyon here. There's the headbutt over the wall. Ruler in so much trouble. Deadly Flourish goes wide, and he is just dead, ladies and gentlemen. It looked like it was going to be a play from Gen.G, but T1 just turned it on its head.
Another ult from Canyon that just completely does nothing in the attempt to try to peel for his teammates there, but Carrier's flank. Chef's kiss on this Alistair, 8 out of 11 KP this game. He has run it from start to finish. The rift belongs to him, and all of these fed T1 members as Faker takes a gold lead. Side laning Annie here for Chovy. As it looks like initially like, oh, Faker's caught, but this is the traditional Faker overextending question mark. Haha, now we win the fight, we baited you in.
Triple TP, everyone teleporting into the fight, and Carrier just takes the AD carry, and Ruler, I mean, I don't think he started playing the game, but he's definitely not going to play the game in this one.
And hit Snake Eater, but Turret Eater is T1 down in the bottom lane as they give Otacon up. They're going to get the Constellation turret here. They're scaling.
Yeah.
Just don't know if they should be. They're so far behind.
Oh, Deadly Flourish comes on in. It is going to be Otacon picked up by T1 very, very soon, but Gen.G are at least getting something for it.
Yeah, I mean, if they get double turret, that's a lot of gold, actually, over to Gen.G.
They will be losing this inner turret towards the top side of the map, so I don't see it necessarily being a phenomenal outcome.
It's not.
Gumayusi does take this.
It's not losing the game outright by trying to fight on Otacon, so keeps them in this game for the Seraphs in this game, and we'll probably build Zhonya's third.
Yeah, he needs the follow-up, absolutely. As all of Gen.G are grouped up, let's see whether they can actually find a target. His owner off to the side has been spotted. Keen tanking for a long time, though, and he's not going to be starting any fights at all. Cataclysm comes down. Owner just flashes out of the way of it. It's a lot of burst damage here from the Annie, but not full commitment. And Doran turns up and says, "No, you are not allowed to fight," and they agree.
This time Doran learned from not TPing until it was too late last time and say, I probably just be there just in case. And you know, if they walk away, I'll just go side lane in the top lane. And look at the map. Like, if you toggled the vision for Gen.G, they can see like nothing outside of the base except Canyon dying. That's what they can see. Canyon
is the bullet. Oh, that was pretty cute. Getting the zoom in is a little bit more lucrative. That's what I'm learning here today. As Duro's going to face check, he has to be the one to do so, and unfortunately he's dead. Very dead. If there were certain degrees of dead, he would be one of the... That's what I'm expecting. But also, it's doing a lot of winning in the LPL, right? Like, we know that it can win.
In other regions where they play very differently, I think it's very strong. And I also think that with how LPL teams play, if they clash with LCK...
there, but it looks like Gen.G are not going to be face-checking just yet.
Okay, this is...
Oh dear, never mind, maybe they will go in. There's the Zenith Blade from Duro. He didn't really want to be there, and Owner is going to be able to take him down. The Supreme Display of Talent is decent, but not quite good enough, as down goes Tibbers as well. Chovy doing battle against Faker here, who flashes to pick up the kill on his opponent mid laner. And now Keen finds his way into the fight, and he's going to take the death exit this time around after being a zombie for just a little while, and the curtains are not being called for Ruler. I think they will actually be called for Ruler, as now Owner is going to be making his way over and looking to try and take him down. The Realm Warp comes in. The Flag and Drag doesn't do too much of anything as the Aatrox delivery comes on through. And Gumayushi's like, guys, why don't we just win the game?
They're helping and keeping the players from going back so they can win the game. That's what's happening. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a little bit of something like that. As they're doing their very best to kite Doran around here, who doesn't actually get the heal from the redemption, as Canyon looking to block off the next two that are making their way over. Deadly Flourish is decent here, as this is some yakety sacks coming on through here, as Canyon trying to get himself out. They have regrouped though, and in comes the cow! Carrier going to be able to deliver a double kill over to Gumayusi, and that was a weird little passage of play, but ultimately it's going to be even more winning for T1, as it's given players like Duro the opportunity to respawn before they win this game.
It almost feels like a psychological warfare move here from T1 as they just smash them over and over again before the Nexus falls.
Yeah.
And Atlas, we knew we would, but we have a series on our hands now.
It was already all over our hands after game number one, and it is now being confirmed as T1 will make this one a best of three. Game two, Owner on Jarvan. We saw it last time.